Okay, you guys, we are officially recording. So let's go ahead and take a comfortable position. Making sure that as you sit, you can get your hips higher than your knees so that you can get some relaxation through those femur joints. Also make sure, please, that your ischial tuberosities, your sits bones are planted facing straight down, okay? And the way that you can tell that is you can do a little baby cat and cow. So you can roll yourself back and feel onto your tailbone. And then you can bring yourself all the way forward and you can push your pelvis back, okay? And then I want you to find neutral, which is where they go face down. So they can point back, they can point forward, or they can come face down. There we go. All right. So before we begin our alternate nostril breathing, let's go ahead and allow our eyes to close for a few. I want you to take a few cycles of breath and just notice how your body feels. Take a moment to observe any areas where you may be feeling tension. Take a moment to breathe deeply into the low belly. And then take a moment to breathe into the rib cage, front to back and side to side. Take a moment to notice how your shoulders feel and their position. And just remember that everything that we do for the next 75 minutes is with a spirit of joy, laughter, and just simply a space of observation. So there's no judgment. All we're doing is observing where we are at this moment on this day. And to begin the alternate nostril breathing, you're going to use your non-dominant hand, and you can take your thumb or your index finger. And I want you to lightly block that left or that right nostril and take a deep inhale through the left nostril. Use your diaphragmatic breath. At the top of the inhale of the left nostril, I want you to go ahead and alternate a finger. So that's index, middle, or ring finger. And exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Again, making sure that you're using your diaphragmatic breath at the top of the inhale. Gently plug the right nostril. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Top of the inhale, block the left nostril. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Pause at the top, block the right side, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Last round, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the right. Release your nostrils, move back to a deep diaphragmatic breath, and I want you to do 3 full cycles of breath at your pace. At the end of the 3rd full breath, go ahead and take your hands over your heart so that we can move to the next step. And as you finish your 3rd cycle of breath, bring your hands over your heart, palms facing down. And in this next part, we're going to go ahead and sing and allow the focus to be on not only the sound, but also the vibration that it makes in the body. I invite you as we do this to allow 2/3 of the sound to be with your mouth open, but the last third of each sound, close your mouth. Julia Cameron describes this as allowing your mouth to become a sound cave. So it's just another way to feel the vibration as it moves through your body. So we'll begin by singing the sound of ah, then we'll move to the sound of o, and then the sound of On your 4th breath, please set your intent for your practice and the rest of your day, making it an I am statement. So the sounds that I make may be a little different because that last third, I'm going to still sing ah, but I'll sing it through a closed mouth. I'll still sing oh, closed mouth. That one's already closed, so that one's easy. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale, come from that low belly. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly release your hands. When you feel ready, allow your eyes to gently open, smile. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Okay, let's do a little work into the shoulders. So bring your arms out just a little bit below horizontal. Palms are facing forward, fingers are spread. And when you're ready, slow, steady inhale. And as you exhale, gently squeeze those inner edges of the shoulder blades together. Just letting them wake up. And then let that release. Bend into the elbows, keeping this upper part of the arm parallel. Exhale, gently bring those arms together. And you're only going to go as far as is comfortable, you guys. Not everybody has the range of motion to bring the elbows all the way down together, and that's fine. Gently open again. Starting with cactus arms. So now what I want you to do is gently squeeze those shoulder blades down and together so that we make a little W. Breathe. Release that. Again, bringing the upper arms back to parallel. Now what I want you to do is drop the forearms forward. Oh, yummy. Breathe. See if you can go ahead and gently wiggle those fingertips. Let that release. Bring them back up. And let's make a big Y. Breathe. Now, I want you to play with this idea. It's really easy when we bring our arms up to pop the front edges of our rib cage forward. So as you do this, so go ahead and bring your arms down. I want you to feel this front edge of your rib cage. So the challenge is going to be to bring your arms up, but still stay grounded as the sits bones move down. And rather than pop the rib cage out, continue to have it feed so that it's in approximately the same line as the front of your hip bones. Okay, is that right? So a lot of people, myself included, tend to walk around with our ribs popped forward. Okay, that puts stress on our internal trunk muscles. So the trick is to bring everything back into alignment. Okay, so you may not be able to get quite as high. That's fine. Inhale, bring those arms up. Notice if you feel it. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Can you guys feel the difference doing it that way rather than popping the rib cage forward? That's huge. Nicely done. Exhale. I want you to bring your arms behind. Very gently, I want you to go ahead and take your right hand around your left wrist, and only as far as possible, you're going to gently squeeze those inner edges of the shoulders together and use the inner edges of the shoulders to gently begin to create space so that you can lengthen your arms a little bit. So you're not pulling your arms, you're squeezing your shoulders. Good. Gently allow that to release. Inhale, bring those arms back up. Nice big Y. Big breath. And then when you're ready, exhale. And now let's go ahead and take the other side. So left hand is going to wrap around the right wrist. And one more time, gently squeeze those inner edges of the shoulders together. Breathe. And then gently, slowly release. Roll the shoulders up. Oh, yeah. Okay, I need everybody to grab a block. We're going to use that first. And then I also want you to grab a strap. So just have your strap handy. That's not going to be the next piece, but it will be the piece after the next piece. All right, so here we go. If you moved around, I want you to take a moment and restructure to make sure that those sits bones are pointing toward the earth. Okay, here we go. We're going to start by bringing our block over to our left side. Notice that I have it on the highest setting, right? It's on its highest side. So we're going to start here. If as we do this, your body says, yeah, but I've got more space, then of course, please flip it to the middle or please flip it down to the lowest. Okay, but we're going to start high just so that it's the beginning of class. Let's make it nice for our bodies. I want you to take this left hand and just kind of drape it so that the forearm can lay across it. Okay, then I want you to take the right arm, inhale, sweep up and over and breathe. And I want you to breathe really deeply into this right side. Gaze can be down towards the floor, it can be straight ahead, or it can be up to the ceiling. So you're just going to take what feels best. Now, only if your body says yes, I'm waving at you with my right hand. You're going to gently lower that right hand down, bring it to the top of the knee. If your body says yes, you're going to drop the block either one step or two steps. And now I want you, it's this very gentle twist, to breathe here. One more cycle of breath. And then one more time. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and change the block again if you need to. So I'm going to bring it up one step. I'm going to place my forearm down on it. And then we're going to take this right arm, inhale, and sweep it back up and over. And just notice if you can come in a little bit more deeply. And breathe. And then take that right hand, inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Let your hands come to rest again, palms up or palms down, whatever feels best. Let your eyes close, and I want you to do 2 full cycles of diaphragmatic breath. And I want you to just feel the sensations of your body relaxing. So 2 full cycles. Okay, after your second full cycle of breath, let's go ahead and move the block now to the right side. All right. So again, we're going to bring our right forearm and rest it on the block. Take a deep inhale, sweep that left arm up and over, and breathe here. And just observe and notice how this feels on this side. This could feel very different than the first side, or not. One more cycle. And as long as your body says yes, you're going to take this left hand that I'm waving at you, and I want you to bring it on top of the right knee. As long as your body says yes, you can drop the height of the block down. And now, looking down so that we're in the twist, I want you to just very gently, slowly breathe again into this left side. One more cycle of breath. And then from here, adjust your block as you need. Come back onto the forearm. And now we're going to sweep the torso back open and bring that left arm back up and over. Breathe. Very nicely done. Good. And then gently, slowly inhale, bring it all the way up. Beautiful. Very good. Okay, you guys, let's place the block just over to the side. I want everybody to grab their straps, but keep them wound. So notice that mine's in like almost like a little ball. So if you guys need a minute to roll your strap up because it needs to be about this size. Okay. We're going to move ourselves into tabletop. So if you have grumpy knees, please make sure that you put a little extra padding underneath your knees. Okay, so once you have your strap rolled up into a little ball, you're going to set that over to the side for just a moment. So what I want us to do here is we're going to practice first the movements without our little strap. Then we're going to use our little balled up strap. So the first thing I want you to do is just very gently move yourself through a little bit of a cow. So you're going to go ahead and let the belly open as you squeeze through the glutes and gently contract and create a little bit of an arch through the low back. And then gently bring yourself into a small cat. Again, allowing this to work primarily through the lumbar spine rather than so much into the thoracic. And then gently bring yourself back to neutral. Now, making sure that this is comfortable with your hands spread wide. If you need, please place some blanket underneath the back of the palm so that you don't have as much angle for your extension, or you can come into a gentle fist. So it's whatever feels best for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the left leg. The first movement is going to just simply to bring the left leg out with the knee bent. Okay, can everybody do that? Good. Gently bring it back down. The next step is going to be to bring the knee forward and work to touch the elbow on the same side. There you go. Beautiful. Good. Let that come back. The next piece, this one's a little tricksy. You're going to take that left knee and see if you can touch the right forearm. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Let that come back. And then finally, you're going to go ahead and bring the leg up and just see if you can keep it parallel. There you go. Beautiful. Very nicely done. All right. Now let's try the other side. So we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Okay. So the first movement is to simply bring that right knee out, leg bent. Good. Bring that down. Second step is to go ahead and bring that right knee to the left or to the right elbow. Good. You can do that. Bring that back. Next step is to go ahead and bring the right knee to the left elbow. Oh, there we go. There we go. Good. Bring that back. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and, keeping the knee bent, bring the leg up horizontal. Beautiful. All right. Everybody looks fabulous. So this means, guess what? Y'all get to try it with the strap that is acting as a ball, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to the left side. And you're ready? And I want you to go ahead and place the little ball that is the strap in between the knee and the thigh. And then I want you to bend it a little bit so that you can pin it and hold it. Got that? Are we ready? Okay, good. Now, please remember, we are supposed to be having fun. Y'all, some of you are looking very serious right now. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, here we go. First part, bring that left knee out. Good. Now let's see if in a smooth movement, you can bring that left knee to the left elbow. Good. Bring that back and then swing through. Can you bring it over to the right elbow? Smooth movement, bring it back and bring it up. Oh, look at y'all go. See? Gently, slowly bring it down. Release the little strap ball. Now we're going to do that on the other side. You guys are so funny. I bet you all thought that you couldn't do this, and look at you go. You're doing just fine. Okay, we're going to pin the strap in between the back of the knee and the thigh. Okay, here we go. So first movement, you're going to sweep that right leg out. Good. Now gently, slowly bring it in to touch that right elbow. Bring it back and then bring it through to touch that left elbow. Bring it back and now come up. Beautiful. Good. Gently, slowly bring it down. Rock on. Ladies, you knocked it out of the park. Go team. All right, I'm going to have to come up with something more challenging. You guys just were like, yeah, I got that, no problem. Awesome sauce. Okay, now, because we were on our wrists for a little bit, so either come back to cross-legged. If it's comfortable for you to do hips to heels, that's fine too. We're going to love on our wrists a little bit. So what I want you to do is I want you to flex your left hand. Your right hand is going to come on top. And I want you, without creating any movement, you're not flipping your hand. I just want you to press that left hand into your right palm. Breathe. Let it relax. Now what I want you to do is see this sideways motion. I want you to take, again, this right hand and gently push the left hand up against it, up against the thumb. So you're just resisting that movement a little bit. Let that relax. Roll. Okay. And then finally, we're going to bring our hand into extension. This right hand, you want it to cover this top part of the hand and then the fingers. So very gently press. Breathe. And then release. Let it go. There we go. Good. Okay. One more. We're going to do same thing on this side. So now we're taking our right hand. So flex into the right hand. Let this left hand come on top. Gently press. Good. Let that release. Now what I want you to do is left hand is going to come up against that right thumb and you're going to press in a sideways motion. Let that relax. Roll it around. Okay, finally, take the hand into extension and same thing on this side. You want this left hand to cover all the way down onto the top of the palm. So from a place of flexion, this is how it looks from the side. Just gently press that right hand into the left. Beautiful. Good, you guys. Very nice. Good. Let it release. Okie dokie. Yay. All right. La, 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 la. Okay. So guess what? I get to change the camera and we're going to stand and do some fun stuff. So keep your strap handy. If you are worried at all about balance, please pull your chair out. Okie dokie. How are we doing? Are we good? Yes? Okay. Yahoo. All right, you guys. So I'm going to place my strap over on my chair just for right now because we're going to do this first with just our legs and without asking anything of our upper bodies. Okay. So you guys, a lot of this is like trying to work towards creating some better balance for us. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do is just go ahead and find mountain pose. Please remember, you guys, a mountain pose can be anything from feet all the way out like this to feet all the way in like this. What you're looking for is where do you feel balanced, right? Where do you feel balanced between front to back so you can rock a little bit on your feet? And then also side to side. So just kind of slide a little bit side to side. Checking in to see how our feet are feeling today. Try spreading through your toes. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, I want you to come up onto the balls of the feet. And then exhale, gently, slowly bring it down. And then one more time, slowly, gently inhale. Coming up onto the balls of the feet, and then gently exhale, gently, slowly coming down. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and come up towards the front of the mat. Okay. Part of what I would like us to practice is, can we move forward and back with a sensation of connectedness and stability, meaning that this feels like it's easy and comfortable to do. All right. So hands are to the hips. We're going to shift our body weight over into that left foot first. I want you to get very light with your right foot. And then I want you to just simply step back. And it can be 2 feet, it can be 3 feet. And now we're just centered on our feet. Okay. Does that feel safe? Does that feel okay? So the next step is that now I want you to see if you can, the leg that you stepped back, I want you to step back up. There you go. Lovely. Very nicely done. Okay. So now we're going to repeat that same thing on the left side. So I want you to shift your body weight over into the right leg. Get strong. Use your glutes. Get very light with that left foot. And then take a step back with that left foot. Beautiful. Good. Very nicely done. Okay. From here, I want you to see if you shift your body weight and bring that left foot back up. Nice. Good. Okay. Now I want you to come to the back of the mat. And we're going to see if we can do that forward. Sometimes it's easier for us to step back than it is to step forward. So again, I want you to shift your body weight into the left foot and take a large step forward with the right foot. There you go. Good. Nice. Okay. Here's the fun part. Can you step back? Ah, okay. Beautiful. Very nice. Did you guys notice how different it is to do that in this direction? You're using very different muscles to do that. So again, now shift the body weight over into the right leg, step forward. Good. Nice. There you go. When you're ready, step it back. Good. Beautiful. All right. So now we're going to take this one step further and we're going to allow this to become a lunge. So again, stepping from the front. Okay. All right. Shift the body weight into the left leg. Get very light with your right. Okay. And lightly step back. Stay on the balls of your feet. Bend into the front leg. There you go. Beautiful. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Now from here, when you're ready, step back up. Beautiful. Good. Shift the body weight into the right leg. When you're ready, step back, but stay on the balls of the feet so that you can take this into a high lunge. Beautiful. Good. Very nicely done. When you're ready, step forward. Good. All right. Coming to the back of the mat. Now we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to step forward into a lunge. So again, ground into that left leg. When you're ready, step forward and bring yourself into a lunge. Beautiful. Good. Nice. Very nice. All right. Here we go. Here's the fun part. You may need to squat down a little bit more. Now bring yourself back to standing. And you may need to take, like I just did, 2 steps. That's okay. All right. When you're ready, shift your body weight into the right leg. Step forward into a lunge. Beautiful. Very nicely done. Good. When you're ready, step back. Good. Lovely. You guys, guess what? Y'all are ready for the next step. Woohoo! Yay. All right. But before we do that, we're going to stretch our low backs a little bit. So grab your block. Okay. And what I would like you to do here is place your block just in front. Okay, so it's easy for you to grab. So take a deep full inhale, big, big breath of joy. Raised arm pose. When you're ready, exhale. I want you to bend into the knees if you need. Squeeze those glutes and gently, slowly bring yourself down. Hands can come to the block if you need to, or head can come to the block. Oh my goodness. And notice, knees are bent as much as they need to be, you guys. So, and you can also shift feet out, feet in. Make it comfortable. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. From here, what I want you to do is bring your hands either to your knees, to your shins, or to the top, the thighs, wherever they are. And then I want you to take a slow, steady inhale And I want you to lengthen through your spine. Gazing pose, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, gently fold again. This time, if your body says yes, I want you to take your peace fingers, those are your first two fingers, and wrap them in between your big toe and your second toe. Let your thumbs overlap your fingers. Your elbows are going to be moving to either side. They're not going to the back. And if they can go to the front, you've got much better range of shoulder motion than I do. So they're just going to bend a little bit side to side. I want you to engage through your back, through your rhomboid, so that you can feel this underneath your shoulder blades. Take a slow, steady inhale, exhale, and then engage through your arms. So it's a little bit of the push-pull that we do when we're not moving. So you're gently pulling through the elbows, and yet you're working to kind of activate in between the shoulder blades, through the rhomboids, activating your back. And then relax, let everything release, let go of your head and neck. If possible, I want you to do a gentle yes right here with your head and neck, and a gentle no right here with your head and neck. Okay, and then gently, slowly release the fingers. Press down through the feet. I want you to squeeze through those glutes and gently bring yourself back up. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, good. As long as your body says yes, hands can come to the low back. Very gentle back bend. Lift your heart, squeeze those inner shoulders just slightly, and then let it relax. Okay, here we go. Next step. Moving the block out of the way so that you don't step on it. It is time for our straps. What I want you to do, you can either do simple hold, which is the strap is over the thumb and you just wrap the hands around it, or if you want a little bit more tension, you're going to tuck your hands around and underneath so that the strap comes across the back of the hand. Okay? Doesn't matter which way. What does matter is that your hands are wider than your shoulders. Okay? So coming to the front of the mat, we're going to inhale and bring those arms up. Oh, yes. Now, remember what we were talking about when we did this from a seated position. I want you to see if you can do this without popping your rib cage forward. So shift the body weight over onto the left leg. When you're ready, step that right leg back into a lunge. Breathe. Gazing ahead. Notice if there's a difference in your sense of balance with your hands above your head versus at your hips. If it's too much with your hands above your head, please take it back to your hips. When you're ready, step forward. Breathe. Checking in, rib cage to front of pelvis. And then when you're ready, shift your body weight over into that right leg. Step that left leg back, lunge. One more cycle of breath, and then step that left leg forward. Gently lower the arms, roll those shoulders. Yum. I want you to go ahead, shift your strap to the back. And very gently, slowly squeezing those inner edges of the shoulder blades together. Lengthen the arms away. Beautiful, good. Let it relax. Woo. Okay. Release the strap, bring it again forward, come to the back of the mat. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, but we're going to step forward into a lunge. So when you're ready, inhale, bring those arms up over the head. Shift the body weight into the right foot, or excuse me, into the left foot. When you're ready, step that right foot forward. Bring yourself into a lunge. Breathe. One more cycle of breath. And gently step back. When you're ready, slow, steady inhale, exhale. Next set, shift your body weight into that right leg. Step forward into a lunge with your left. One more cycle of breath. When you're ready, step back. Beautiful, nicely done. Exhale, lower the strap, roll. Shake it out. Okay, you guys. So now, because we've warmed everything up, we're going to go ahead and move into eagle pose. So what I want you to do is know that you've got lots of possibilities with your legs. So the first thing I want you to do is bring your hands back to your hips, and I want you to practice just your legs. You're going to start by shifting your body weight into that left leg. When you're ready, you're going to bring that right leg up and over. So first variation is to leave those right toes on the floor. Just simply crisscross. If your body says yes, and you can bend in a little deeper, I want you to bring that leg up a little bit more. Breathe. Good. And gently, slowly release. Changing sides. Moving the body weight into the right side. First piece. Can you bring that left leg up and over and simply balance? Good. If your body says yes, slide that thigh up and bend a little bit more into the knee. Beautiful, good, nice. Gently, slowly allow that to relax. Okay, so before we finish our eagle, I want us to do one more. So you're going to grab a blanket. Because I don't want our low backs to tighten up. Okay, so here's the deal. It's really important that as we do this, you guys watch yourselves in your little video screen, okay? And the reason being is that as women, when we bend our knees and take a step forward or bend our knees, a lot of times what happens is that if we have weakness closer up into our hips, our knees actually go in, okay? So the trick here, and if you're afraid this is going to be you, I want you to place a block in between your thighs. So that way they can't. They cannot go inside, okay? So if you notice, I've got my heels on my mat. So my heels are higher than my toes, okay? And then I want you to place the block in between your knees. Got that? Are we good? Let your hands come to your hips. So when you're ready, as you exhale, I want you to bend into your knees. And when you feel comfortable, you can release and come all the way down. There you go, beautiful. Ooh, look at you go. Woo! Yes, very nicely done. Very nicely done, beautiful. Okay, when you've got that, squeeze, press down, use those glutes. Bring yourself back up. Woo! How did that feel? Is that okay? So you guys only go as far as is comfortable, all right? So it's like just because somebody else on the screen is going down all the way does not mean that you need to go down all the way. Like if this is as far as your body says, I'm happy, just go this far, okay? You got it? We got it one more time without using our hands. You ready? Okay, hands to the hips. Slow, steady inhale. When you're ready, exhale. Gently, slowly bring it down. You can release your hands forward if you choose. There you go. Good. Nice. Beautiful. Awesome. Much better. You guys, that looks fabulous. When you're ready, gently, slowly, bring it all the way back up. So you guys, here's something you need to know. I practice this all the time. So please don't base yourself on me. This is one of my ways to not get too crooked, well, because I spend so much time sitting and studying right now. So I have a little ottoman that I use as my desk, and I will actually sit like that with my heels high because I can't squat flat. I'm not that talented, but I can squat if I have a little prop over my heels. Okay, so here you go. Grab your strap. You still have your block in between your legs. When you're ready, make sure that that strap is wider than shoulder width. Okay, bring your arms up. Try to make sure that you don't pop your rib cage forward, and when you're ready, slow, steady inhale, and on the exhale, squeeze your blocks, squeeze your glutes, and very gently, slowly bring yourself down. Only as far as is comfortable. Good, beautiful, nicely done. When you're ready, inhale, bring it back up. Release. Release the block. And let your legs do a lot of little wiggle wobbles. Okay, really let it go. I know Joanne's going to be like, next time I'm just going to go horseback riding. All right, so now that we've exhausted everything, but we stretched our low backs, now we can come into eagle. So here we go. So when you're ready, this time we're going to go ahead and put it all together. So what I want you to do is, let's start with our arms. Bring your arms out. I want you to wave your right hand. That one's going to come underneath. And I want you to sweep that right arm underneath. Now, if your shoulders are really tight, just wrap your hands around your shoulders and give yourself a lot of love. Okay. If you want to take it all the way, you can take it all the way so that I can see everybody. I'm going to give myself a lot of love and give myself a hug. From here, gently come down. Gentle bend in the knees after we just did that deep, deep, deep. Shift your body weight into that right leg. Bring that left leg high up and over. If you need to, for balance, keep those toes touching. And breathe. Beautiful, look at you go. Lovely. One more cycle of breath. And then gently, slowly unwind that left leg. Unwind those arms, bring them up. Let the palms touch. And exhale, float them back down. Woofa. Roll it out. Okay, good. Bet y'all didn't think that we would glow a little bit today in class. Yes. All right, here we go. Let the arms come out. This time I want you to wave that left arm. That's the one that's going to come underneath. Sweep that left arm. You can either hug yourself around your shoulders or complete the twist. It's completely up to you. Bend back into those knees. Feel that low back begin to open. And this time I want you to gently bring that right leg up and over. Remember, you can touch toes if you need to. Breathe. And then gently, slowly release that right leg. Unwind the arms. Inhale, sweep them all the way up. Exhale. Down to the heart. Okay. Guess what? We get to come back onto the floor. Yay! Go team. Okay. You're going to keep your strap handy. And gently, slowly come back down. Knees are bent. I want you to see, take a moment and just let your spine relax, because we just did a whole lot where we were asking the lumbar spine and the core to stabilize our movement. So now that we're on our back, we can use gravity as an assist and let everything soften a little bit. So I want you just to take a few cycles of breath. Use that deep diaphragmatic breath to let everything unwind. Let's do one more cycle of breath. Good. All right. So from here, you guys, what I want you to do, okay, is I want you to squeeze through your glutes, and I want you to feel the bottom part of your pelvis. So this is your pubis symphysis, actually move from being fairly stable and just feeling that rock up a little bit higher in the air and then back towards your face. When you get that, then what I want you to do is just very simply lift by squeezing through the glutes. You're just lifting maybe 1/4 of an inch, okay? You may be shaking here, that's fine. And then exhale very gently, very slowly. Bring that lower lumbar area back down. Really make sure that you can connect it to the mat, and then allow the glutes to relax and soften, and allow the back to soften as well. Let your arms turn palms face up and feel your body relax. Okay. All right. So from here, what we're going to do is want you to grab your strap, and we're going to begin with our right leg. Okay. So I want you to bring the knee in, strap around the ball of the right foot, and then I want you to find extension through the leg. Now, please remember, you guys, extension has many different meanings. So what I'd like to see is for you guys to have a long leg. If the knee is bent because the hamstring and the calf are really tight, just lower the leg down till you can get and find a place where you can extend and it feels comfortable. All right. Please hold on to the strap with the right hand. Your left hand, which I'm waving at you right now, I want you to place onto the ASIS, the front of the pelvis. This is going to be your reminder that your pelvis needs to stay stable. As long as your body says yes, I want you to extend through that left leg. Gently flexing into the right foot. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze this right thigh muscle. So that's the hamstring and the quadricep and the glute, and gently, slowly begin to open that right leg out towards the right. As soon as you begin to feel that left side of your pelvis begin to rock up, you stop, okay? So it's much more important to keep the pelvis stable, y'all, than it is to try to overextend. When you're ready, I want you to use your adductors, those are your inner thigh muscles, to pull that leg back up to vertical. Now you're going to change hands. That left hand is going to grab around the strap. Your right arm is going to come out into T formation. Very gently, very slowly begin to sweep that right leg a little bit over to the left. And again, what you're looking for, okay, is some extension through the lateral side of the leg. If you want to play a little bit here, I want you to squeeze a little bit more into that right glute. So really squeeze. And because I want us to be very mindful of our SI joints, if you take this into the twist, I want you to allow the hips and the low back to follow. And then you can allow that right leg to continue to work its way over to the left. But as soon as you feel any kind of tension through the lumbar spine, stop. One more cycle of breath. So really use that slow, steady inhale, exhale of diaphragmatic breathing. With your next breath, I want you to squeeze in through the glute to work to bring the leg all the way back up. So it's not coming through your hand. Your hand is just simply there as a guide. You're using the strength of the legs. Finally, as long as your body says yes and you can maintain length, so this might be a movement of a millimeter, you're going to gently, slowly bring the leg a little bit closer towards the trunk. Breathe. And then to release, I want you to bend into the knee, release the strap. And on this piece, we're going to move into Pavana Mukhatasana. I want you to go ahead and either interlace your fingers behind the knee or interlace your fingers just below the kneecap. So now you're going to go ahead and swing that leg out just a little bit so that the outer edge of the thigh and the knee are just past your trunk, but you're still even between both sides of the pelvis and both sides of the shoulders. And all you're doing is just a steady pressure and a slow, steady breath. One more cycle of breath. And then gently, gently allow the leg to come back down so that the sole of the foot is on the mat. Gently draw that left leg up. I want you to take a moment to reconnect into the lower lumbar spine. Slow, steady breath. Here, what I want you to do is again, take that bottom part of the pelvic bowl. And I want you to squeeze so that that part moves up just a little bit. Squeeze through the glutes. When you're ready, continue to squeeze and gently lift, coming from the sacrum up towards the lumbar to roll that up and away from the ground. And if your body shakes here, that's completely fine. Breathe. And then gently, gently, gently release the contraction and allow everything to relax, release, and soften. One more cycle of breath. And then when you're ready, I want you to take your strap, place it around the ball of your foot, find the extension. And again, please remember, if this is too much at 90 degrees, please lower the leg until you can find the extension. As long as your body says yes, I want you to lengthen into that right side. Your right hand is going to come to rest on the front of the hip, so of the right ASIS. Okay, so when you're ready, gently, slowly squeeze through the glute and begin to open that left leg out towards the left. And again, you're paying actually just as much attention into that right hip to make sure that you stop the leg as soon as that right hip wants to lift off. So what we're working here is we're really trying to create some pelvic stability. So this is not about how big the movement is. This is about how stable the movement is. When you're ready, I want you to activate your adductor muscles on that left side and pull the leg back up using those adductor muscles. When you're ready, I want you to change hands, wrapping that right hand now around the strap, and then gently, slowly begin to sweep that left leg over towards the right. And again, the back of the pelvis is resting on the mat, and what we're looking for is extension and length through that lateral side of the thigh up into the glute. When you get it, pause, breathe. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. One more time. And then gently, if you're going to take this into a twist, I want you to use the hips as well as the leg, keeping the connection to the spine. Again, you're only going to go as far as feels comfortable without overly twisting or overly stressing anything along your back or down into your SI joint. Breathe. If you want to play here, squeeze a little bit more through that left glute. Really find that engagement through the trunk. And then when you're ready, I want you to bring that left leg all the way back up, but I want you to use the power of your legs, not the power of your arms. And then from here, gently bend into the knee, release the strap. Again, please be mindful of flexion of the knees, so interlace either behind the knee or just below the kneecap. Swinging that left leg out just a little bit so that the outer edge of the leg is to the outer edge of the trunk. Check in and make sure that you still remain grounded equally through both sides of the back of the pelvis and through the shoulders. Big, full diaphragmatic breath here. One more cycle of breath. And then very gently, very slowly release that left side, bringing the leg back down. Bring the right leg back up. Okay. Last time. I want you to feel grounded equally through the back of the pelvis. I want you to come from the front of the pubic symphysis, and I want you to feel the belly pull that pubic symphysis up, then squeeze in through the glutes and lift ever so slightly. And then very gently, very slowly let it lower down. Feel all of it unwind. Feel your glutes unwind. Feel your belly unwind. Let your body go back to the natural curve that it chooses. And just take 3 cycles of breath right here and let everything release. And I want you to see if you can feel a difference or whatever sensations you notice going on through this lower lumbar sacral area. From here, I want you to bring both legs up. We're going to go ahead and finish with Blissful Baby. So if Blissful Baby is a little bit too deep, you can bring the soles of your feet together and hold on at your ankles, feeling your knees come out. Or you can bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, hands drape across the sole of the foot, and breathe. If it feels appropriate, you're more than welcome to rock from side to side. If you choose, you can also squeeze into those glutes a little bit. Notice how that works into the low back. Just feel everything relax. And then from here, gently draw the knees together, wrap your arms around, give yourself a gentle hug, moving into Apanasana, energy freeing pose. And then gently take yourself into your final space of relaxation. So lengthen the legs, prop them with a bolster, whatever feels best for you. Let your arms come down by your side. If it's chilly where you are, please put a blanket over you. If you like using an eye bag, please do an eye bag as well. Let everything relax, let everything release. Let your eyes gently close. Take a moment of gratitude and thanks. Let everything soften. Let everything relax. Let everything become peace. Very gently, very slowly, begin to find your way back. Start with fingers and toes, hands and feet, and allow them to make gentle movements, whatever feels best and most natural for your body. And then bring that awareness back into the center of the body and back into the breath. So take a slow, steady inhale and a slow, steady exhale. And then if it feels appropriate, use your breath to bring your arms up over your head and stretch, lengthen, find that space. Draw your knees high into your chest, give yourself a gentle hug. And when you're ready, roll yourself onto whichever side feels best, and then gently press yourself up into a seated position. Give yourself a moment to come back, reconnect, and then when you're ready, bring your hands to your heart. Gal, thank you so much for the laughter, for the community, and for allowing me to be part of your practice. I honor the divine in you, that is the divine in me, that is the divine in all of us. Namaste. And may your blessings be. Thanks, you guys.